Thanks for watching that, Christian fam. If growing in the faith is important to you, hit that subscribe button, because over here we like to encourage, empower, and give you everyday practical Christian advice on real life situations. We drop videos whenever we drop videos, so hit that notification bell, because for the first hour, we respond to comments immediately. All right, y'all, let's get it.
My memories do vividly tell the truth on how I used to mimic and move, but now.
All right, top 3 reasons why he don't want you. I think the first thing we need to point out about men is we need to understand, when we're talking about men, we need to understand that we are hunters. Like, men love the game of hunting. Like, they love the fact that they actually have to work to catch something. They have to work to hunt something, because it's like, I don't want to say it's a game per se, because we talking about real life, we talking about real people's feelings here, we talking about real heartbreaks and real heartaches or what have you. Yeah. But there's something to men having to hunt and having to pursue. Like, they want to have a pursuit. And if you jump in and do lap, he'll probably never tell you this, but that low-key turn him off, because he looking at you like, oh, look, I can have that anytime I want it. And by that, I don't mean to objectify women. What I mean is, you know how we talk or whatever, I can have her whenever I want her or whatever. Like, it's not really a turn on for men. Like, they don't really feel like, okay, they had to work for it, because you jumping in their lap. And so if you come off really clingy, you come off really needy, low-key thirsty, like, he's not gonna want you. And if he's not like a man of God, if he's not a kingdom man, he's gonna want you, but he's gonna want you for only one reason until he moves on to something else. What you think about that?
Well, I was just gonna say, I thinking about certain movies that you see, and if you think about those movies where the woman gives, and I wish I could come up with an example like of a specific movie right now, but in general, where the woman gives the man a hard time, like, you know what I mean, like acts like she's not interested initially,
playing hard to get.
Yeah, playing hard to get. And it seems like in those cases the man's like, oh no, like, okay, that's a challenge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, so I can see it from that view.
Yeah. So the second reason, these are my top 3. The second reason why men don't want you is because you're trying to be his mama. Like, I just never will forget, and like, this happens often. Like, we're here, you know, like, we go to church, you know, well, right now we virtual, but when pastor says certain things to deacons, or he says certain things to certain members and things like that, you know, he'll say things that he can get away with because he's been pastoring for like over 2 decades, like 25 years plus, 26, 27, something like that. And so there's certain things that he can kind of get away with saying, and he'll say at the end of it, now look, y'all new pastors, y'all don't try that. Because he's put in the work, he's cultivated relationships to where they know his heart when he says something, right? I want to put that in the context of, like, saying marriage can be a good thing, and it's really a positive thing. Like, there's so many different nuggets and different jewels you can get from actually seeing a healthy marriage. But sometimes it can work to your detriment. And you probably like, what the heck was he talking about? Well, this is how a daughter can see her mother say things to her father and think, oh, okay, well, this is how I need to talk to my boyfriend when I get him. This is how I need to talk to my new husband when we get married. And like, it could be no further from the truth if we really tried. Like, understand that your mother that you're seeing has put in the time with her husband, which is your father. And so if you get the courting to do, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to mother him, or not mother him, or try to say some things to him like I'm his mama, and I've only known this dude for 2-3 weeks, a month, 2 months, 6 months, something like that, that's gonna be a turn off for him. All right. And he's gonna know, okay, I don't know if I want to pursue a relationship with her. Like, as a man, the number one thing that he needs in life is like respect. Like, dude can go without water, he can go broke, he can go without food, but if you take or strip respect from him, it's like, dang, it drastically hurts him, because if he cannot gain or earn the respect around or by the people who actually love him, what it does is it drastically diminishes the way he feels about himself as a man. So that's why he don't want you, because he probably looking at somebody else who he feels respects him, and he probably checking them out now, and so y'all be on the verge of a breakup simply because he feels like you don't respect him. All right, and the third reason is you treating him like a project. He's not some item that you picked up from the arts and crafts store. Like some folk out there, some of y'all out there, y'all getting a little bit too happy with the arts and crafts. I'm gonna need y'all to chill. And for some of the women out there, y'all might be wondering, dang, why is the relationship not progressing like it should be? Well, it might be because dude didn't already checked out and has deemed you as nothing more than a placeholder until he finds somebody else to take your place. I think one of the things we need to understand about being a spouse is, now for those people who are not married, y'all gonna work your way up to being a helpmeet. But when the Bible talks about a helpmeet, that's exactly what it means. A helpmeet, someone to help meet the needs, someone to help their husband. But some people take that and they twist it all around and they say, oh, I'm not gonna be a helpmeet, I'm gonna be a help mold. I'm gonna help mold him into what I want him to be. And when in fact that's actually God's job, is to mold him. Those are my top 3 reasons as to why dude don't want you.
Yeah, when you said presented the why he don't want you to me, I didn't know we had top 3, or the top 3 reasons rather, but I did come up with something. So a strong man may think you like the vibes he is seeking, and when I say vibes, there's a different word for each letter. So roll with me. So for V,
that's that educated.
For V, he may think that you lack a voice of your own. Okay, so I don't think, of course, you know, I'm not a man, but in my mind, I would think that he wouldn't want a chameleon, someone who switches up in every setting, you know, someone who just blends in and doesn't have their own voice and their own opinion.
You like to know what he
about
getting.
Things, yeah. And with voice as well, coming from a different lens, is I would think that he would want a voice of encouragement. So that went right along with what you were saying with wanting to be respected, and even the mama, right? Yeah. Because instead of coming at you like a mama, he's gonna want to feel more of that encouraging, you know, like I said, wife type.
I need to understand, dudes, we have delicate egos, big egos sometimes, but very delicate.
For intellect, you have to be able to hold a conversation.
Look at you.
Okay, so it can't just be, you know, nodding your head.
Surfacey stuff.
Yeah, like you have to have something
intriguing conversation.
Yeah, that can bring it together. Yeah, and not just intellect for but interest. You have to have at least some things in common. Yeah, you know, you are going to have some differences, but there has to be something that at least brings you together. Some kind of commonalities. Exactly. And also for insight. You know, I would think that a man will want a woman who is discerning, who can see things that maybe he can't see, because like you said, when you do become a wife, there's going to be times as a helpmeet where you can point out, okay, did you notice this? Did you notice the person may be feeling this way that maybe as a man you didn't pick up on? All right, so B, because we're talking about vibes, beauty. And I'm not just talking about just the outer. Now, I already know where you go with that.
You already know. Listen, if a dude gonna get married, I already said, y'all, if I'm gonna get married, I cannot marry somebody when every morning I roll over and I'm looking at a mud duck.
I knew you were going to say mud duck.
Can't be having no mud duck. You got to be
Put that up on the screen when you say that.
Yes, mud duck.
But I'm not just talking about the outer. You know, of course, I understand that initially you're human. You're going to have something that you're that you're, you know, outwardly attracted to. But I'm talking about more importantly the inner beauty. Right. And, you know, even thinking about the scripture of how man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart.
At the heart.
You know, so you have to have, and you know that saying of, is it beauty is only skin deep or something like that?
Beauty is fleeting.
Yeah, but I'm even talking about how, you know how someone can be physically beautiful, but if they have an ugly attitude,
it just messes up.
It just takes it all away. So that inner beauty is just as important. Yeah. And then for E, esteem. You know, I would think that a man would wants a woman who knows who they are. are, has good esteem about herself, and someone who knows their worth.
Right.
So that you're not like, it goes right back to your first point, not too clingy and not too needy of, I need you to tell me how beautiful I am. I need you to tell me how important I am. No, that would be a turn off, you know, that confidence.
Because I'm not looking to validate you at every turn.
Yeah, like
come on now, you got to come
much.
with some confidence. I ain't saying be conceited, but come on now.
Yeah, and that kind of goes into S for vibes. So security, and with being secure in who you are in Christ, and then stability. Do you bring something to the table, or are you dependent on a man for everything and sucking the life out of him? I mean, because that would be a straight, to me, it seems like it would be a turn off.
Yeah.
So that's where you get the vibes, you know.
Yeah, if every time I'm around you, I feel like my back broke and I'm running with a pin on my back, I think we need to chill.
Yeah, that would be too much. So keep that in mind. A strong man may think you lack the vibes. He is seeking, and think about all those
Look
words
at
that
you
we threw
on a
out.
roll. So yeah, so anyways, y'all, we hope we help somebody out there, y'all. At this point, the next video popping up on your screen should be Why She Don't Want You, depending on when you watch this video. Thanks for watching.
At Christian Fam.